Damon here from Games, Brains and a Headbang Life, gbhbl.com for short. It's episode 99 of the Flashback series, the second last one. We will be telling you this, the second last one. So we're going to wrap up the standard Flashback stuff with a very simple one. Another Sonic game. We've done a few Sonic games, Sonic 1, 2, Sonic and Knuckles, I think, and Sonic Adventure. Yeah. But there are so many. But one we want to touch upon is one of the oddities that exist in the Sonic universe. It's Sonic Spinball, the 1993 pinball game developed by Sega Technical Institute and, of course, published by Sega. It's a spin-off of the Sonic the Hedgehog series, unsurprisingly, set in the continuity of the Sonic the Hedgehog animated series. So I never knew this part of it, that it's... Obviously, it was a spin-off. I got that. But I didn't know it was part of the continuity of the animated series that existed. Strange. Yeah. Players control Sonic the Hedgehog, who must stop Dr. Robotnik from enslaving the population in a giant pinball-like mechanism. And the game is set in a series of pinball machine-like environments, and Sonic acts as the pinball for the majority of the game. It's a game that received mixed reviews. Some people love it, some people hate it. It was in development very quickly, and it was basically because Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles weren't going to be completed in time for the 1993 holiday shopping season. So they quickly commissioned another Sonic game. 2-month development time, which is nothing, to create this game. Released in the Genesis in November 1993, so got it out nice and early for those holidays. That holiday season would come out for the Game Gear and the Master System in 1994. But of course, it's been ported on everything. Shit, you can play it on your mobile if you want to. So as always, favourite moments, scenes, bits of music, things we like and things we don't like. The things we like. This is a nostalgia game for me. In that I remember playing it when I was younger, and the things I always remember really liking about it are the things that I often don't like about it as well. I like that it was another Sonic game and that it was different and quite unique at the time. I'd never played anything like that. It was weird. You thought you were picking up a new Sonic game and you were basically picking up a pinball game. But it had the bright colours of it. It looked very, very pretty. And so it did draw me in on that aspect. The gameplay-wise, the pinball aspect of it, while not exactly easy or particularly fun to play, I've never been a fan of pinball games at all. It was fun to play because it was quite wacky and unique.
I mean, fun if you wanted a game, which is... I would love to know if anyone actually completed this game.
Well, we'll get into a little bit about that on the don't like more than anything else.
I mean, it's hard to pinpoint any free likes for this game because I think this is probably one of the worst Sonic games ever.
Worst ever.
Yeah, I really think it is. You know, I mean, all I can go, like you said, on nostalgia, the typical Sonic game, beautiful colours.
Yeah.
You know, and just the standards. I mean, the same actions, the way Sonic moves. So I can really put on it. I mean,
see, I disagree. I hope you do as well. To call it one of the worst Sonic games ever made says to me you've not played enough Sonic games. Because most of the modern Sonic games can go under the worst. Let's never forget the 2006 Sonic the Hedgehog game that was released on, PS3 and Xbox 360. That is the worst Sonic game ever made. Sonic Unleashed is a pretty fucking terrible game. Do you see what I mean? These are bad Sonic games. Sonic Spinball was good for what they were trying to do. I think that's the important aspect. It's not like you weren't playing a game where they said to you, here's Sonic 4. No, and then you were like, what the fuck is this? They said, this is Sonic Spinball and it's a pinball game.
For kids, pinball game for kids.
Oh, well, see, no, that's disputable.
Okay, so for
anyone who plays games. Come on, anyone. There's no age thing for Sonic. Sonic's never been specifically aimed at a child audience and stuff like that. No, that doesn't work. Because you could say, what about Mario then? Is that aimed at kids? But look at the variety of Mario games.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. Yeah,
does that mean? But it is a hard game to say things you love about. I will touch upon that progression in it. When you would get to the next level or past a certain point and activate certain switches, considering it is a pinball game and it comes with the issues that pinball games have, you always felt quite satisfied. But it was one thing I remember the most about Sonic Spinball. It's the music. The music was cool as fuck, man. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really your typical Sonic music.
No. But it had a lot of that sort of electronica stuff where you have that robotic kind of edge to it. Yeah. But you are right. There's no, if you'd say to me, name me some of your favourite Sonic the Hedgehog soundtrack moments, I'd be like, well, of course, Green Hill Zone is iconic, but I'd also start touching upon Starlight Zone from the original Sonic, which is really, really beautiful music. And my favourite piece of Sonic music ever is Wing Fortress Zone from Sonic 2. If you wonder what that one is, it's the music that plays when he's attached to the spaceship and you have to climb it. That shit is booming, epic, wonderful. Yeah, Sonic Spinball isn't coming into that. No. But I remember the first level. Which will bring us to the don't likes, because I think we both have this one. Holy fuck, this game is hard. Holy fucking shit. I can tell you for sure, I never made it past the first level when I was younger. Yep. When I was older, only a couple of years ago, I played it on mobile and reviewed it and recorded some footage. And I made it to the second level. And it was like such an achievement. Mm-hmm. That's where it ended. I've never made it any further.
Yeah, well, again, I've got the same thing, but I mean, one of the things that stand out for me is the fact that I'm pretty sure if I remember back on the old style Megadrive or whatever it was, there was no checkpoints.
That's right, lives and then a level.
So your 3 lives gone. If you got literally right to the end area where you got like the last gem inside the big tube in the middle. If you lost all your lives, you got to start the entire thing again. Yeah. There's no checkpoints. You can't like do a quick save or save it or whatever. Or that was frustrating. Yeah,
absolutely it was. It's very old school, and it's frustrating old school gaming. I know we get nostalgic about old school gaming when you were being challenged, but like making it to like level 3 and then losing your lives and have to go back to level 1, that's just like no. Particularly as each level was really long. They're not fucking short, and you'd often spend ages trying to angle Sonic in a specific way just so he would hit a specific switch, and you'd take ages doing that. I always remember I think it's level 2 where after hitting certain situations, get to a certain point, the tubes down the side would disappear and you would just drop into stuff at the bottom, like death. And it's like, holy fuck, you made it even harder. It's a very, very difficult game, and we both have never made it very far into it, let alone completed it.
I mean, there's one point which always stands out for me. It's like I think it's in the first level, but when you get like to like, it's sort of like the first level, but like part 2 when you go into like a different section. And then if you fall past your little buddy switches, I don't know what you call them, the dial things. It's like a barrel.
That's right.
Waste. And the amount of fucking time I used to miss the top of the barrel, and it kills you, obviously, instant death.
Yeah, because obviously Sonic, they want it to be fast. So when he moves fast on that level, he really moves fast, and it becomes very, very hard to control. And I think that barrel disappears after so many times you land on it, so then it just becomes death again.
I think it was the dragon. Was the first part of the dragon?
Yeah, if you stand on the platform too long, the dragon will rise up. So I mean, that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing I don't like about it. I mean, of course, it's just a pinball game. Be Sonic all you want, it's just a pinball game. That's nothing to get excited about at all.
Yeah, just make sure if you're an achievement whore, make sure it is a game with achievements and it says complete the game. Don't do it. Don't ever download it unless you're fantastic at pinball games.
Well, I don't think it's ever been released on anything like that at all, And what's a real shame is that the guy, Christian Whitehead, the person who was responsible for the remaster for mobile versions of Sonic 1, who then got hired to then redo all the remasters and did a wonderful job of it, including putting back the missing zone from Sonic 2 and all that. It's a shame he never got around to Spinball, because I think he could have massively improved it, because I think it could be a game that could be touched up and then be much more fun for it, particularly by doing a simple thing, which is allowing you to save.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's allowing you to save. What about favourite moments, scenes, bits of music? Very, very hard here. I've got one, and I think it's the animations. And obviously you get your standard Sonic animations, but I always particularly remember certain things. And you touched upon a fun one, which is the dragon coming out of the water. But do you remember what would happen if, I think you got 1 or 2 chances to do this, where if it grabbed you, it wouldn't kill you instantly. It would hold you in its jaws,
it's
and Sonic would be
yeah.
struggling, and you could get out that way.
Yeah.
But I think he could only do that once or twice. The same with a barrel. If Sonic landed in the barrel, he'd sit in the barrel and he'd have an oar. Stuff like that is really cool because you've never seen Sonic in those styles of animations.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's completely a new experience in a sort of Sonic game. You're doing those sort of things. Normally, you get hit by a bad guy in Sonic. You have no rings, you die straight away.
Yeah. So the animations are just fun. They're just pretty to look at. Beyond that, I haven't made it far enough to really comment on boss battles and aspects like that.
No.
You know, I guess when Sonic's being flung around, it's kind of cool. That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, from the first, I remember you sit in some little rail cars.
That's right, yeah.
Rail cars. Or there's obviously the typical Sonic music. I think if you stand on the edge, it makes like a really little warning sound.
Oh right, and he sort of does the.
Yeah, look, hang on here. But I mean, other than that, I can't really judge too much because I've only been to the first level.
Yeah, it's so fucking hard. That's the thing we keep coming back to. It's a rock hard game. If you've made it to the end though, let us know, man. Would love to actually know if someone's actually been able to do it.
Congratulations if you did.
Yeah. Well, that's Sonic Spinball, a game from my youth that we've struggled with to date. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?